All right, let's get right into it. We're tackling a massive question for anyone trying to learn code today. How do you actually use AI to speed things up without, making yourself useless in the process? There's a smart way and a lazy way to do this, and believe me, the difference is everything.
This quote right here, it absolutely nails the problem. It's so tempting to just copy and paste your way to a working app. But that dependency, well, it becomes a huge weakness the second something breaks. And trust me, things will always break. So this all boils down to one big choice you have to make. Is AI going to be your personal coach, pushing you to get better every day? Or is it going to be a crutch that you can't even walk without? Seriously, the mindset you pick from day one is what decides where you end up. Now, just look at this comparison. It lays out two completely different paths. The coach mindset, that's all about building mental muscle. You're always asking, why? Why does this work? So you can figure out the next problem all by yourself. The crutch mindset, though, that's just looking for a quick fix. You get the answer right now, sure, but you learn absolutely nothing. A year from now, you'll be stuck asking the same basic questions. One path leads to a career, the other, well, it leads straight to a dead end.
But here's the amazing part about treating AI like a coach. Think about it. Unlike some static online course where everyone gets the same material, AI can be your personal tutor. It's there for you 24/7, and if you don't get something, it can explain it in 5 different ways until it finally clicks. Your own curiosity literally sets the curriculum. How cool is that? Okay, so this coach mindset sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? You need a strategy. And that brings us to a really powerful way to frame your learning, the 80-20 rule. You might have heard of the 80-20 rule or the Pareto principle. The idea is simple, but it's a total game changer for coding. It means you find that core 20% of concepts, the real fundamentals, that unlock 80% of what you actually want to build. This is how you start making real projects in weeks, not months. And that momentum is a huge motivator. So the strategy is this simple 3-step loop. First, you get AI to help you create a super focused study plan. Second, you learn those concepts, but you do it actively. And third, and this is the most important part, you immediately use what you learned to build something real. Let's actually dig into how you do each of those. This is where the rubber meets the road. If you want AI to be your coach, you have to get good at prompting. Vague questions will always get you vague, unhelpful answers. But detailed, thoughtful prompts, that's how you unlock AI's real power as a learning tool. Check this out. This is a perfect example of a great starting prompt. You're not just saying, hey, teach me Python. No, you're giving it clear rules. Use the 80-20 principle. Make it an 8-week plan, focus on the essentials, and, super important, suggest projects so I can apply what I learn. This gives you a real, actionable roadmap to follow. Now this is where the magic really happens. Look at this prompt. Yeah, it asks for an explanation, but then it asks for common mistakes, real-world uses, and, this is the key, challenging exercises without the solutions. This forces you to struggle a bit and really engage with the material. That's where the learning sticks. It's about active recall, not just passively reading something. So to really nail this down, here are 5 core rules to live by. 1, always ask for the why, not just the what. You want understanding, not just a quick answer. 2, use it as a debugging buddy, but only after you've tried to solve the problem yourself. 3, it's awesome for generating boilerplate code, but then your job is to understand every single line it wrote. And finally, yeah, it can summarize documentation, but the official source is always the ground truth. These rules keep you in the driver's seat. Okay, let's switch gears for a second. Using AI isn't just for beginners. Professionals are already using a whole suite of specialized AI tools in their day-to-day work, and it goes way beyond just one simple chatbot. This gives you a little peek behind the curtain. You have tools like Cursor that put AI right inside your code editor so you get help without losing control. Then you have crazy stuff like WhisperFlow that lets developers dictate super detailed prompts at like 200 words per minute. From spinning up quick web pages to automating complex backend jobs, the big takeaway here is that it's a whole ecosystem of different tools for different jobs. So where is all this heading? What's the end game? The goal isn't to be replaced by AI or to become totally dependent on it. The goal is to become an AI-augmented developer. This brings us right back to the core idea. AI doesn't think for you. When you use it the right way, it's like a sparring partner. It throws new ideas and solutions at you, and it forces you to analyze them and understand why they're better. And that process makes you a much sharper, more effective developer. And look, if you take just one thing away from all this, let it be this. AI is not a threat to people who have a strong foundation. It's a massive force multiplier. The developers who really truly understand the core principles of coding, they're going to be absolutely unstoppable with these tools. So as we wrap this up, here's the final thought. AI is the most powerful co-pilot a developer has ever had. It can guide you, it can explain things, it can help you get through the tough spots. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one in the driver's seat. You have to steer, you have to learn from the journey, and you have to own where you're going. So the question isn't whether AI is ready for you, it's are you ready to drive?